Hello and welcome back to the Transform Awards Europe 2026, where I'm delighted to be joined now by Sholto Lindsay-Smith, who is a director at Industry Partners. Now, Sholto, you guys have been shortlisted in 8 categories for tonight's awards, which is fantastic, and those are across 3 projects. So I think we should just dive straight into it then.
Perfect.
The first of which is Bovis. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about them and what the most challenging aspect of this particular project was.
Yeah, so Bovis was a really exciting project. The Bovis brand used to be known as a household British name. It had vanished when it was acquired by Lendlease, but following a buyout, we had 6 weeks, and that was really the key challenge of the project, from the confirmation of the deal to get the brand back on the high street. So within that 6 weeks, we had to do the strategy, we had to create the website, the brand identity, and actually get the brand up on building sites across the country. And we did that with very close collaboration with the client. So it was a super fast, super exciting, high adrenaline project.
Absolutely, and is that what you found to be the most exciting part of the project itself? Because I think 6 weeks to deliver it, I think a lot of people might crumble under the pressure, but you seem to thrive in that.
Yeah, it was great. We had a fantastic, dedicated team. We said we could make it happen, and we did. But it also took the client incredible focus, strategic focus, very rapid decision making from the client that actually made it possible to make it happen. So yeah, it was really exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, the second project that's up for an award tonight is Environment Bank. So perhaps you could tell me a little bit about them and also what the crux was of their change of mission that was so crucial to the project itself.
So Environment Bank's it's a pioneer in the whole area of biodiversity, and it's done brilliantly well in terms of building. It was a first mover, if you like, in this field, and it spent a number of years building up habitat banks across the country, ready for this new legislation that was going to come in that would require construction companies to develop BNG units, which is biodiversity net gain units. So having established these land banks across the country, the change of mission was really a focus and suddenly a race to get to market with the passing of the legislation. So we had to help them reorientate from speaking to landowners, who they'd been focused on for the previous years, to actually talking to the market, to the construction companies who'd be purchasing their solutions. So again, it was very much a race to market. We were kind of successful in getting them there first, and that's allowed them to really seize the kind of number one position in their market as a provider of BNG solutions. So yeah, it's been successful for them, and they've seen the business is really rocketing.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm very glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about the creative solution itself. What informed that?
Well, the beautiful thing is their product, which is nature. So really the identity solution was really just about having a window onto nature, and we created a framing device using the Environment Bank monogram, really to create that kind of window onto nature. And it's as simple as that. The product could speak for itself, and it's about not getting in the way of that and not complicating it.
And just moving on to the final project that's up for an award at tonight's Transform Awards Europe, Omni. So that's a very holistic brand design project because it came across everything, including the name itself, all the way through to the visual identity. But just focusing on the name, how did you come up with that, and how did you know that's the name we're going to go with?
Yeah, so it was an interesting challenge. Omni was actually a collection of companies that came together that worked in different disciplines like HR, health and safety, law, and our job was to bring them together under a unified brand. So we needed a brand that would work for all those different businesses. And we, like any good brand name, we wanted something that was short, memorable, easy to pronounce, and of course available to trademark. And we landed on Omni as a name, partly because it represented these kind of universal services. We're providing a whole full range of services under this new brand, and also it's kind of always on, omnipresence as a business there 24/7 for its small medium business kind of client base. So that's how we landed on it, and yeah, it's been very successful for them.
No, it's fantastic. And how do you think it sets them up for the future?
I think they're now a year down the line, and they're growing. They're continuing to acquire new companies under that brand, so it's working. It's got a lot of stretch in it, so it's got that potential as they build up to become a a challenger to some of the other brands in the market now. So yeah, they're moving forward well with that brand.
Fantastic. Well, Sholto, thank you so much for chatting. It's been really interesting.
It's a pleasure.
And best of luck at tonight's awards. You're up for 8 categories, which is
categories.
very
Yeah,
exciting.
can't wait. Yeah, thanks so much.